In today's gaming news, Ori and the Blind Forest launches this March, PSN's 10% discount is available soon, and get ready for State of Decay Year 1. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. This is Force here with your day's gaming news. First up today, Ori and the Blind Forest will be launching this March. This is a 2D Metroidvania platformer with a very unique and eye-catching visual style. The game's platforming is said to be heavily inspired by Super Meat Boy, with the character Ori being very agile and quick-moving. Ori and the Blind Forest will be coming to the Xbox One and PC on March the 11th. This isn't exactly a title that I've been keeping tabs on or anything, but I happened to see the trailer for this game today, and I'm actually taken back by how beautiful the art style is. I don't say this lightly. The trailer, it gave me the feels. Like, legitimately, it looks absolutely astounding, and just the brief bit that I caught of the story, it was quite touching. Maybe I'm just getting sentimental in my old age, but you add on top of the fact that it's supposed to be a very fast-moving, quick platforming experience, similar to that of Super Meat Boy, at least inspired by Super Meat Boy. All of a sudden, this is now a title that I am going to be keeping my eye on. Next up, remember when PSN was down for several days during the holiday and how we talked about the fact that you're going to be able to get a 10% discount? Well, that discount will be available starting this weekend. Beginning on January 23rd at 9 a.m. Pacific, PlayStation Network members can get a one-time 10% discount off of your entire cart. The promotion code will be posted on the PlayStation blog soon and expires on January 26th. So unfortunately, we only have 3 days to actually use this code, but man, it's a 10% discount on your entire purchase. So that can include several games if you feel like purchasing several titles through PSN. Now that's a lot more generous than what I initially thought it was, which was just a 10% discount off of a single purchase, like a single game or whatever, but 10% off of your entire cart. So make sure this weekend, if you are a PlayStation Network member, that you hop on, and if there's something you want, anything you buy, 10% discount. There's a couple of exclusions like subscriptions for PS Plus, Music Unlimited, and stuff like that, but I believe the games themselves are all included, so there you go, 10% off. And last up in news, get yourself ready for an update to one of my favorite zombie survival games, State of Decay. State of Decay Year 1 Survival Edition is a 1080p visually updated version of State of Decay that includes both the Breakdown and Lifeline DLCs. It will be coming to the Xbox One and PC on April the 28th for $30. This is hands down my favorite zombie survival game. I think the world that they built, the character interactions, the fact that you're dealing with other survivors, rescuing them, there's banter between the characters, and the gameplay. The gameplay in State of Decay, I think, could really be used in a lot of other zombie survival games. Obviously, recently we've been talking about H1Z1, DayZ, Rust, all of these different sort of survival apocalyptic scenario games, I think have one thing in common. Is that their combat is pretty crappy. It always feels so floaty and like lifeless when you're hitting characters, either other players or NPCs or anything. But in this more sort of single player tailored experience that we have in State of Decay, I think they nailed the combat. It's just a good, it's a good zombie survival game. And check out reviews. Don't just listen to me. Don't just listen to me. Check out other reviews. This game was pretty highly praised. Not without its faults, but overall, a very awesome title. And this is going to be a 1080p, visually updated, enhanced graphics, character animations, everything version, available for $30. I'm probably going to pick it up, even though I already own State of Decay on the PC with the DLC. I'm probably going to pick it up because I would like to actually play it again. I'd like to play a better looking version of that game. Absolutely, positively, and I'm going to do just that. And with that, guys, we're going to wrap up today's episode of The Feed. Thank you so much for watching. As always, please be sure to comment in the comment section below about any of the topics discussed here today. How do you feel about Ori and the Blind Forest? Again, prior today, I never heard of it, but after checking out that trailer, I think it looks pretty good. Make sure you pick up your 10% discount on PSN this weekend and the updated version of State of Decay. Will you be picking it up? Let me know below. Thanks guys so much for watching. Once again, this has been Force, and you have just been force-fed. What I would really love is if they just made a multiplayer version of State of Decay, because frankly, it'd probably blow all of these other zombie survival games out of the water, if I'm being perfectly honest. I'm just saying, H1Z1 looks good, but the combat is so bad. What is with these terrible combat? And I just don't get it. It is so weightless. I don't understand.